It's the big DJ with the big sound. We're talking DJ Meat, stamped in the street.
Ladies and gentlemen, boy DJ Meat, and we back to DJ Meat Podcast. You know I got my girl in the building, man. The one and only Golden Butterfly.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
What's up, Golden?
What's good? I just know I missed you.
I missed you.
Listen, it's long overdue. Long overdue.
Facts.
We gotta bring back the original podcast energy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man, listen. Back when things was really, being put out there, but we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it all as a center.
Look, I'm excited. Let's do
Me
this.
too, man. So, for those who don't know who you are, let's give a little history on who Golden Butterfly is.
Okay, I am Golden, also known as Golden Butterfly. Listen, where do I start? A lot of people will remember I used to have locks, so if you kind of like, is that the same? Yes, that's me. I cut my locks like 4 years ago. I am a poet. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an MC. I'm Mrs. Fix-It. I'm a business owner. I'm a consultant. I mean, I got 10,000 jobs because look, 7 days, 7 ways. We got to get it. But more importantly, I am a mother. And I love giving back to my people and uplifting my people, whether that is through healing. A lot of my products are feminine healing products. So that's what I do. I mean, listen, the list goes on and on. But I'm glad to be here and doing something that I love, which is radio. I always love radio. I think I started originally, that was 2000. That was a while ago.
Wow.
That was almost 2 years ago when we originally started. Because shout out to me. Before me, I was doing like a little show called the Hip Hop Soul Lounge where I kind of got my feet wet doing radio, and I just fell in love with it. And then me gave me an opportunity to do the original first DJ Meat show, and I was the co-host on that. And we did great. The numbers, that's why I said, we really had a chemistry, and chemistry is so important in this business. So I'm glad to be back. I'm ready to get into it.
All right, definitely. We're going to get into it, man. So, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. The world is on fire.
On fire. Look, from politics.
Everything. Not even mention the diddler.
Huh?
The diddler.
Oh, yes. Man.
Diddy diddler.
Look, it's like I have to be very careful when touching on that because I have two feelings, when it comes to the diddly diddler.
And what are those?
This is so controversial. Okay, let me first say, what he did was absolutely wrong. Holding people against their will, drugging people, abusing women. He really was on a rampage. And what happens to me, especially, we have to remember, the horrible thing about it is once you do something or once something is exposed, you become, you're in a courtroom of your peers.
Right.
If the world and the people outside say you're guilty, it don't matter if you're innocent. You guilty forever. Even if you prove it innocent, if the outside world feels like you're guilty, I don't care what the court said, you're guilty. And a lot of these crimes that Diddy committed was younger Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He was a different man, and I strongly believe that people can change. I've seen people change. I've seen people adjust. But you got to remember, this was a black young man influenced by a lot of powerful people who now get to skate and get away with what their participation in it and the influence they had on this young black mogul. He was young. He was exposed to a whole different lifestyle and so much money, and we don't know that world. You know what I'm saying? It's a very big influence, and a lot of the things and a lot of the evil ways that he had, to me, was young Diddy. Now, the messed up part about it is, eventually you gotta pay for what you did. So now you, Brother Love, and Brother Love, a wild, freaky Diddy, no more. So that's just the messed up part, that now he's a different person, and now he gotta come back and pay for all of the things that he did when he was young and misguided and influenced by money and power. And he's a Scorpio, but we ain't even gonna take it to the science because Scorpios, listen.
Hey, listen, that's a very important part of people's characteristics. I don't care what no one says.
Yes,
that's
absolutely. And Scorpios, let me tell you, boy, I don't know. They don't come from God. Okay, you know what?
That's
I apologize. Maybe that's my own personal feelings. But listen, Scorpios, whew, you just gotta, we gonna pray for y'all. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to make no enemies with y'all Scorpios. I love some of y'all, but.
But you know, the same way that they praise them for all the money and all the accolades. Like,
right.
It's so just so fast how everyone just disappeared because.
Yes. I don't like that. And
that's the part I don't like.
I don't like that. It's like, you know, he had just, and then his kids, you know what I'm saying? People tormenting his kids. And
I saw a lot of black women, I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
A lot of
Be
black
real.
women saying that, oh, how come his kids sticking up for him, or why his kids not going against him? Like, what the hell? Oh, if my daddy's the devil, I'm not going against my father.
Yeah,
like,
it's very rare that unless their dad, and then I don't also, you know, they're trying to play on the fact that they're saying they're trying to tie him to his baby mama, Kim Porter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oh well, if he did this and he had these freaky parties, he killed his baby mama. No, I don't believe that.
I don't believe
I
it.
don't see that in him, and I don't see him doing something like that.
It's a lot of things that money. Allows to happen.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely. Money and
is
power.
Is a very powerful tool.
Money and power, and that's what I'm saying. He was a young man, a young black man. Let's really clock it. He was a young black man.
That's really what it was.
With power, money, and influence. And he didn't even. Did he graduate from college? I don't know. We're gonna fact check that. But I
think he did.
He did. Okay,
yeah.
so he went to college. He got this stardom. He was hustling. He broke through. He had Biggie, which is one of the biggest hip hop artists that we have.
Right.
And he did that. We can't take away what Diddy created for the black and African American community, especially in the music industry.
But there's a particular group out here that want to take away all his accolades, take away all the people that he's put his stamp on. Like that means Faith Evans, Biggie, 112, Total. SWV, all the people
you can't erase that. That's musical history, and they're trying to say, oh, he had these people in messed up contracts. But let's really dig into the contracts, the musical contracts of that time. That was the standard.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of artists who were signed to white-owned labels were on worse contracts.
Right.
Look at DMX contract. Like Swiss had to go. Was it Swiss that went in and bought? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they wanna. Our peers, our people judge us the hardest. You know what I'm saying? They judge us the hardest, and they it's like, you know, almost like even if we related to business, if you shop with a black business and you shop with Apple, so let's say you got a phone called Kettle and you got Apple. If you order the phone from Kettle, you're gonna be emailing them. If it's a black-owned phone company, you're gonna email them the moment you order that phone. If you order from Apple and they say your phone gonna take 30 days, you gonna chill all 30 days. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
So it's like I don't like that part either, and I don't know how we can get past that. But it's like when we're dealing with our own people, we scrutinize so much harder, we judge so much harder, and I don't understand that.
But on the flip side of that though, because some black businesses do be housed up. Like they do.
I agree.
You know,
like, let's call a spade a spade. They do.
Right.
But I think a lot of it is they don't have the teaching and the education on how to yes, and then I agree with you. They need to be open to that because I know, you know, I've consulted with people who start up with business startups and everything, and I'm like, you know what, you need to just sit down and take a course, a quick course on customer service and business management. You know, sometimes it's a talent, which, you know, we're like the most talented people in the world. Sometimes it's a talent with no, you know, backing on how to run the business, how to operate the business. So I agree with you on that. I could be real and say a lot of times, you know, we're not taught that. And I think that's something that should start being taught at home because think about, you know, me being I'm also a flight attendant. Me being a flight attendant, I meet a lot of people, and a lot of European and even Asian and Indian descent, they teach their children money management early. They teach them how to conduct a business, how to run a business. And I know that we are set back a lot of years because there was, we can't erase what is. Right. You got to remember that we really literally just demolished segregation, so
in the 70s.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So that was just the other day. We know people born in the 70s and the 60s. So people a lot are still living. So it's like, it did hinder our growth a lot, but we can't stay stuck there. It's like crying over spilled milk. We're not gonna cry. We just gonna pour some more milk and keep it moving. You know what I want to talk about?
What's up?
I want to talk about Trump and his remark about Haitian immigrants.
Listen, man, I don't think Trump meant no harm.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
I don't think he meant no harm.
This man went on national television during a debate and said Haitian immigrants were stealing people's pets, their cats, and eating them. The Haitian immigrants are coming in and eating people's pets and cats. If that wasn't the most culturally disrespectful and racially biased thing, how could you say? And he got to say that, and people still talk about.
Right,
I'm still voting for him.
Anybody want to jump him? Like when we said that back when we was growing up, like it was a problem.
First of all, y'all was wrong for saying that.
We was.
And let's really dig into this because let's dissect it. And then even Kodak, who backs him. Did you see Kodak?
No, Kodak said, so what about you can't? Like what? You just...
First of all, I'm glad you said that. Let's first say, eating cats is a cultural thing. I've never known Haitians who are not. A lot of that cat eating is connected to voodoo, for real. I've never in the Haitian culture that I know. I'm speaking on what I know, but everyday Haitian dishes do not contain cat. They don't just walk up and say, "Boy, that cat look fine. I'm gonna put it on the grill." No, they don't do that. No, that is a very culturally disrespectful statement to make. Haitians are known for griot. What is another culturally Haitian dish? Tasso, legumes. Like they're known for their spices. Not eating cats. That is not a Haitian thing. That is so.
But I'm the type of person that want to go down rabbit holes.
Okay, let's go.
So, growing up, like I said, that was something that was used against Haitians.
And why do you think that was used against Haitians? Where did that come from?
I don't know, but it was supposed to be an offensive remark. Like you said it to make it feel to offend someone.
A Haitian by saying they eat cat.
Right. So I don't know where it came from.
Have you ever seen a Haitian eat cat?
No. So but I was saying I go down rabbit holes, and I've actually heard some people say that certain parts of Haiti, like in like the high mountain area,
the mountainous areas,
which is connected to voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Those are people that sacrifice and eat cat, but it's not like the majority of
no, that's what I'm saying. It's more so like people who live, because even if you look at Nigerian and African culture, they eat cats, they eat dogs. They call it bush meat. So a cat is considered a bush meat, meaning
when I heard
if you
live at bobcats.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to do this with you.
They say that's not a cat, you eat bobcats. I'm like, it's still a cat.
A bobcat is really a really big
cat.
Yeah, so it's still a cat. But from what I know, especially like those cultural foods, I don't know, maybe there's a different term, but from what I know, they call it bush meat. So they eat cats, that some of them eat dogs. And I've seen this in a lot of different African and Caribbean cultures, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they live up, like you said, in the high mountains and the bushes. A lot of the villages in Africa, they eat iguanas, lizards. I know some Jamaicans do. For real? They eat
I know some Jamaicans eat iguanas.
So that's considered a bush meat, or a meat that is not as commonly found more in the city and and areas like that. But I think Donald Trump was so wrong for that statement. And if anybody who is Haitian and then you vote for Donald Trump and he making them kind of comments,
See,
I mean, I have so many other reasons. But
that should be a clear sign that this man really don't give a damn about what he say out of mouth.
Listen, never has. And even, let's touch on the debate a little bit. I don't know if you guys have watched this debate.
I watched some of it because it's like, it's kind of redundant now.
Yeah, but when I watched some, I got caught most of it live, and he did not answer any question. He didn't answer a question. So, every time they asked him a question with his directive and what his plan was for America moving forward, he did not answer one question. All he said was, oh, I have an idea. I think I know. You know what? I'm going to make America great again. How? How you going to make America great again? You ain't gave me one plan. Then when Kamala was bringing up, you know, his plan, the 2025 plan, he's, oh, that's not mine. I mean, I agree with some of the stuff, but that's not mine. What? So what is your plan? What are you going to do? I'm going to make America great again. How?
But I think one important part that he said that people didn't pick up on was that if he get elected again, you know, I have a 4-year running.
Yes.
There will be no more. So that means already he's forming to a dictatorship.
He's always agreed with dictatorship.
So
look at his allies, his personal allies.
So automatically that should tell you what type of, like, damn, so you mean in 4 more years we can't vote again for nobody else?
Yeah.
You gotta stick with you? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his plan.
But even if you look at his abortion plan, first of all, you already know, I don't tell no woman who got a mama's baby, daddy's baby. Unfortunately,
why they be maybe? They're my babies.
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Meaning, 90% of the time, the mother cannot walk off and leave that child. Unless she's just going to give it up for adoption or unless she's going to put it into foster care. But 90% of the time, that is your child. It came out of your womb and you have the responsibility to care for it and take care of it. So now you're going to tell women who possibly have been raped, possibly have felt forced, you know, whatever the situation, you know what, it could have possibly had a fun night. Had fun. You and her had fun, but you know good well, nah, we don't need to do this. We don't need to bring a child into this world who is not going to get the love, care, and nurture that they need and then turn out to be a child of the system rape. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many ways this could go. How you want to tell that woman what to do with her body? That's not fair. And for him to back that and say, oh, we're going to take it out of the Supreme Court and put it back in the hands of the state. And now women are having to travel. But I had a friend, personal story. She once the law was passed, you know, in Georgia, you can't go past 6 weeks. Once it's past 6 weeks, it's illegal. So she had to travel to North Carolina in order to get the procedure done past the 6 weeks. Her reason for not wanting to keep it was her personal choice. She was like, you know, she was already a struggling mother. And look, the condom popped. The condom popped. By the time they realized it was too late. And she was pregnant. There should be no justifiable reason for anybody to tell you what to do with your body. But to me, that's a justifiable reason.
It really is.
And so she goes and she wants to have this procedure. Now, everybody's saying, oh, well, why she didn't do it within a time frame, 6 weeks? What if she had money? What if she did not have the money to do it within that time frame?
Not a free service.
And a lot of women don't realize we're pregnant until
4 or 5 weeks.
Until the 6 to 8 week mark. So your body, because you really don't know until you miss a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to intentionally get pregnant. So now she has to travel to North Carolina. She went, had a procedure done. She came back, she was having complications. So now, not only did she have to spend money to go back and forth to North Carolina when she lived in Georgia because she had complications during her procedure, it's not like she could have walked in and said, well, I'm having complications, I can go to another clinic or something. No, she got to go back and forth, spending so much, it's just not fair. And for him to say, well, I'm going to just he already said he want to grab him by the piece, so That lets you know what the type of man he is anyway. But to try to control a woman's choice, I don't agree with that.
I don't either. I really don't.
And then it also forces men into fatherhood.
Yes.
What some kids who fresh out of high school, people make bad decisions every day.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like that whole policy is backwards because the whole ideal is to depopulate.
Depopulate. Mm-hmm.
Right. So why are you banning abortion when this could be a possible way to help?
Listen.
You actually let population grow by banning.
Because we're monetized. From the moment we're born, we have a social security number. we are monetized. So it's all about the money with them. You know what I'm saying? It's money and control. And everybody was, Kamala, what has she done? Well, let's talk about what the role of a vice president is. She is playing a back role to the president. She is a vice president is a supportive role. She also has other things that she has to focus on. She's not the president of the United States. You're not going to see her on the forefront, just like with Obama and Biden.
But also, I think that people get the role and the duty of the president wrong.
Right.
He's not the president of the people.
Absolutely.
He's the president of the military.
Oh, break it down.
Yeah, so he's not for the people. His rules, his regulations are for the military, for all of the services. Mm-hmm. It's nothing to do with the people. The electoral college it has a control over people.
Right.
So those are, when we cast votes, those are the people who really determine who's going to be the fucking next president.
That's true. The college gate. And all our vote really does is sway the college gate.
Not really.
That's what they say.
Because if the party is more Republican,
they're gonna go against the people vote anyway.
Right.
True. Because we've had that happen in elections. We've had that happen in elections. So you're right about that.
So I just feel like they give too much, power to
the presidency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I understand he's the most powerful man in the world because it's his title, but
I honestly think that man chasing the title. He's chasing the title and power.
Actuality, it's always going to be a money place. So, and you think about it, it would be better to have someone who knows business to run a country.
But you also got to know politics.
Correct, because it goes further than just the money.
Yes, you gotta know, and you gotta know how to play the game. That's like even when you go to certain, even on a lower level, I'm gonna go politic with such and such and such. Because it's all about your network is your network. Mm-hmm. So whoever you can get down with your program is going to increase your revenue and in turn increase the revenue for the country. And I think that's what he is honing on. I have, he kept saying, I have relationships. I have relationships that Kamala doesn't have. But I have these relationships, and he feels like that's gonna.
But he don't realize that once they pull the currency already, they're not gonna reapply the currency back to the United States. Yeah, and that's true. The majority of the relations they have are those people that pull their currency. That's why the value of the dollar don't like that. Yeah, go to another country, try to spend your dollar. 78 cents. What the fuck?
Listen. But look at the inflation. Yeah. Groceries. How much was some eggs? $10 for some eggs? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
For some eggs.
Still in chicken.
Listen, y'all better go vegan. But shoot, even the vegan food is 10. Okay, you know what? The vegan food is 10 times more expensive.
Okay, just listen.
If
I ain't care about my life, I'll be at McDonald's every day. Goddamn it, because vegan ain't goddamn cheap.
No, it's not, because I have 2 boys, and you already know, boys, they eat like grown men.
Yeah.
And it's I'm sure y'all heard of it. They're called Beyond Meat. It's like a pack. It has like 6 sausages or whatever in it. Man, that thing is $12. I remember when this was $7. Like that's damn near double.
So what do you think will take for the prices to go back down?
I don't see it going back down. Realistically, I don't see it going back down. I don't. It is very rare. If you look at, like, if you pay attention to the way things work, it's very rare that anything decreases, except the housing industry, because they know that in order for them to keep the economy going, if people don't got nowhere to live, we're gonna go down. And the middle class is what really keeps everything going. And there's really no true middle class no more.
Really nice.
There is rich or poor. Trying to be middle class is the struggle. Like, listen, that's why I said you gotta have multiple hustles.
But see, I truly believe that the inflation was like self-made. We created, not self-made, what government made. They created this inflation
on purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because everyone knows that the world is going digital. Everyone knows that digital currency is the thing now. So by the other countries pulling their currency and depreciating our currency, that was a whole play.
Right.
To get people to get more into the digital currency. If they kill off the dollar.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, when is the last time you paid for something with cash? Unless you just had cash on you. But when is the last time you really, like, went somewhere and paid for something with cash? I rarely, if ever, touch my money. Think about it. Your money go in your account, and then it go boop, 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 boop. We don't touch it.
I'm a nomad, so.
So you be taking you got you like my dad.
Cash.
That's my dad. He be like, oh, they not got control my money.
What?
That old Caribbean culture,
yeah.
What? I ain't put my money in no bank.
Shoebox.
But listen, if you really wanna, for real, it's gold. Buying gold.
Definitely. But see, gold jumps up and down so mad.
It does, but that's the currency of the world.
Yeah.
You could go to any country with your gold meat.
Yeah, that's true.
And it, like you said, it does go up and down, but wherever you go, you can use that gold to make some things happen.
Yeah.
So buying gold is really one of the moves.
Silver as well though. I don't think people value.
Really?
Yes, silver and what other material is like? Damn, it's silver, not platinum. Copper.
Copper. Oh yes, definitely copper. You see them crackheads be stealing the copper poles. You don't be seeing on the news, the crackheads be stealing the copper poles from the businesses.
Yeah, my homegirl, they took that shit down.
Oh, they took. And what's that? Cadillac converters?
Yes. The copper and
the copper. And
that's crazy that the base heads I found out this especially people like us regular don't like, oh, that's a penny. Nah, that's important. That's money.
Yeah, that's copper. Absolutely.
I found that shit a long time ago. Like, damn, what if they still copper?
Man, them crackheads be on it. Them buildings be stripped.
Yeah, strip the whole building.
The whole
building, like, yo. And they gonna get some money too, because it still holds value. It's not like everything else that it depreciates. Copper actually holds a value.
Right. So it wouldn't be me if we didn't have a relationship topic.
I already know this.
So this is a topic that I've seen often, and I've thought about, the significance of it, and I kind of see both sides of it. Do you think that social media has killed the longevity of relationships?
Most definitely.
The authentic, the realness of relationships, and also the expectations of people going into relationships.
Yeah, because like if this dude working at Winn-Dixie warehouse, how you expect a man to get you a Birkin?
Listen.
Or even a Chanel, like.
Shoot, she need to be trying to get a Diddy discount purse, like. But you're right. What people see on social media influences what they expect from relationships. And I think that the more social media expands and the more people we're sucked into this digital world, because even if you look at the meta world and trying to take everything, even dating online and creating these avatars, they now have Sims, a dating Sims thing, where you could literally
be somebody else and date.
And live out this fantasy, and then when you disconnect from the fantasy world, you're expecting that from your relationship or in real life. And then not putting in the work, expecting, you see a couple who just posted a 30-second reel, a 30-second TikTok of them lovey-dovey in the bed, kissing, hugging, and happy. They know each other's favorite color, whatever. You looking at that, it's feeding your brain like, well, I'm not getting this from my dude. Not knowing that before they press record,
they argue about 5-6 times.
They have to argue like 5 or 6 times before they even hit record.
She
So
been all type of stupid all type of like it's been all type of stuff going on behind camera that you ain't seen.
Exactly, and I feel like it messes up the expectations of men and women alike. Like men expect women to, I don't even want to go into that 50-50. We're going to save that for the next.
We're going to save it for next time.
We're going to save it because I got something to say. I don't have enough time to get into the 50-50, but because I totally disagree with that, but we're going to go there. But it messes up the expectations of what a man expects a woman to put in. Like, where's the traditional relationship where I agree with gender roles to a certain extent.
All the way.
I agree with gender roles to a certain extent.
What does your stint stop at?
I would say my stint stops at a man should be the main provider. A woman should be the helpmate. I understand that we live in a different time. Money is different,
But that doesn't change. That shouldn't change the dynamic of the family.
Exactly. That should not change. And I also believe that a man should come first. You should definitely make his food and serve him before you serve your child.
I agree.
Because especially if that is the actual biological parent as well, there will be no child without that man. There will be no food on that plate, more than likely without that man. So your man, who is your protector and provider, it's not he's the first. He is the head. So I think that people put too much, he not eating before my baby. It's a circle of life. If there's a circle, we're continuously spinning on an axle. Him, you, her. Him, you, child. Him, you, child. So nobody is ever getting left out.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Keep putting that man first. That child before that man. There's going to come a time where that child going to want to venture off and be his own person.
And they're going to have their own life. And then that man is going to be so empty and, where the child now? The child can't rub your back. The child can't. Listen.
Right.
Listen, I feel like relationship dynamics because of social media has definitely changed. And women are becoming more dominant and feel like because they make more money, they have to emasculate their man. And money and leadership are not the same thing.
For a real man, no money doesn't make you.
No.
It helps your situation, it helps better your life.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't make you.
It does not make you. You should always be shooting towards
for
more as a man. Should always be wanting to provide. The ultimate is to provide for your family, but money does not make you the leader of the household.
And I believe that a lot of women, once they start making money, they don't care about the man no more.
Yeah, because they have this, and that's why we go back to social media. They have this skewed image in their mind of what a household is, of what a man should be doing. Does that work for your household? You know what I'm saying? And there are going to be times where maybe the man can't do everything. And he should be able to come to you and say, well, baby, I done paid the rent. I done did this. But I'm tight on this. Can you? Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's supposed to be a helpmate.
Yes, that she should be the helpmate. Yes, I believe that a man should carry the biggest bill. But if he's in a situation where he possibly can't at the moment, you as the helpmate should definitely pick up that slack. It don't mean that a man should get comfortable there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I also feel like women gotta be realistic. We can open more doors for our men than they can open for themselves.
I 110% agree.
We can I can go and have a conversation and get you a job
and
get you in the door because as a woman I have likeness.
Look at soul food.
Oh yes, prime example.
I buried when I got.
You got him he almost kicked her ass. She went about, she asked the wrong dude because she was messing with it was a past boyfriend.
Yeah, but I was, still.
But I get it. Her concept, listen, her intentions were good. Right. She just talked to the wrong man.
But no, honestly feel that way even about business. I feel like women can open, get them doors faster than men. That's why I try to make sure I can keep women around my business.
You should.
Because
the likeness of a woman.
Yeah.
Listen, Pretty privilege is a thing.
Is it? It is.
Like women being able to, that's a thing. You know, if I go in and hey, how you doing, such and such, and you go in, I might get a bigger discount than you.
You definitely will.
Just because the person, shoot, she's beautiful. You know what? Here's 30% off. It's happened.
And I'm glad it's because I feel like women don't have forgotten how powerful they really are. They want to be equal to men. And that's,
right. And I love Beyonce, but that calling yourself a king thing, I don't like that. I'm a queen. I love being a woman. I love femininity. I love being feminine. I feel like my queen energy is higher than a king energy in certain stances. Because if you look at the true dynamics of a relationship, the man is the head, but the man is going to consult with his queen on everything. But people don't.
But people, I swear, I think they got so wrapped around being called equal that they forgot that where their power really lies.
In their femininity. that's and not to go religious and spiritual, nothing, but that's why God created man and woman, because together we can. You get what I'm saying? We can definitely. That's why I said if you rely on social media to tell you how to have a relationship, you going down a real dark path.
But to be honest, you could get caught up in it so fast though, because it's so spewed everywhere. Like you could, no matter where you scroll, no matter what site you go on, you're gonna see it. Somebody talk about relationships, somebody talk about what men are supposed to be doing, but women ain't doing.
My God! Listen,
it's everywhere.
Everywhere, and it does mess with. Think about it. If you vulnerable, let's say you emotional, you vulnerable, you gone. The first thing, I'm gonna find a meme to post so he could know how I really feel. So he can know.
I was just talking with Bro, and we were discussing how social media is real life, and people try to make it seem like, social media is just social media. No, actually, social media is real life. It's part of your life. Because once you feel the type of way, you can post how you feel. Even if you try to distance yourself away from it, you're still gonna. You feel me? It's still something will find a way to you.
I mean, and I'm gonna just be 100% real. There's been times I've been going through things, and for the most part, I'm a very private person. I share with social media what I want to be seen. But I've had to fight the urge to post something.
Me too.
Because, you feel like, ooh, I know it's something that match how I feel right now. I know it's a song that I can put on my profile.
Yeah, so it's a little Lucky C, because I saw him post this one time, and he said something about, when I'm feeling fucked up, I post the most funniest shit. So when you see me post something funny on my page, just know I really ain't there. I'm just trying to get myself back to the spot, because you ain't gonna never know what's really going on with me. You feel me?
And I think the millennials, well, not us, but the Gen Zs and the whatever other generation is after us, I'm really interested to see how their relationship dynamics are gonna work, everything, because they're so social media sucked in. There's y'all remember playing outside? I don't even see kids play outside.
They don't play outside no more.
No kids play outside.
I think after about 2026, relationships is dead. The concept of relationship is gonna be dead, to be honest, because people got so many options. They feel it.
So if you were to say, what would be the fix for people who are trying to start relationships and get into new relationships to not fall down the rabbit hole of expecting what they see on social media?
Really go outside and experience and connect with people. You'll see that there's a difference between those people on social media. Yeah. Because the people in real life, you'll see that shit. Sometimes they ain't got it all together.
Yeah. And that's, what, that's a good point. You will look at some people social media and be like, boy, they don't never have a bad day. Because they show you what you want, what they want you to see. For me, listen, we definitely got to get together again. This was fun. I miss it.
Hey, me too. We're going to do it. Every time you come to the city, she be flying around the world, y'all. Listen. Every time you come to the city.
I miss home, though. I've been thinking about moving back. These Miami prices, though, I don't know.
Man, I'm trying to move out. Shit, it's crazy out here. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy DJ Meat. Shower girl Golden in the building. You already know this DJ Meat Podcast. We gone.